guys, welcome back. So we're going to do a little plank series today. Hopefully you like it. So have your feet hip distance apart. Pelvis is nice and neutral. Abdominals are engaged. We're going to lift the arms up, lift the breastbone up towards the ceiling. Take a nice wide breath. We're going to exhale to flex forward, draw those abdominals up and in. Place your hands on the mat and bend your knees as much as you need to. We're going to walk the hands out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So set yourself up here. You want to be in a nice low, kind of long line. You don't want your bum up towards the sky. You don't want to lower down towards the mat either. You want it somewhere in the middle. Think about like making kind of a dart shape or a torpedo shape or something like that. Send the shoulders down your back. Turn the elbows to the back of the room and lift that breastbone up. Keep the neck nice and long. Now we're going to lift the hips and walk the hands back towards your feet for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a breath here with your nose towards your knees. And on your exhale, draw those abdominals up and in, and we're going to just build ourselves back up. So every bone in your back, stacking one on top of the next. Inhale, arms lift up. Exhale to flex forward. Let's start with the opposite hand this time. Let's walk out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So your hands are under your shoulders. Hips are in a nice long line with the rest of the body. Inhale here, and then exhale, lift the hips back up. Start with the same hand again. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale, nose to knees. Exhale to uncurl. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, flex forward. Start with the opposite hand. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Inhale. Exhale to lift up. So just starting to bring that bit of movement into your body. Waking it all up. Take a breath into the back of the body and then exhale as you uncurl. Just stacking that spine, one bone on top of the next. Last one, inhale up. Exhale, flex forward. And let's walk the hands back out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. So middle finger is facing up towards the top of the mat. Shoulders are reaching down your back. Lift the breastbone up and send the shoulders down. Keeping the elbows to the back wall. So take a nice wide breath here, and on your exhale, we're going to just bring the knees down. Okay, so just rest them there, take a breath. Exhale, lift them up. Inhale, lower them down. So just hover them or gently rest them. Don't take a total rest each time. Inhale, knees come down. Exhale, lift them up. And knees come down. So nothing else is changing. It's just your knees reaching down and then lifting back up. So just tip them down and lift them up. Keep that breastbone lifted. Don't dip in between the shoulder blades. 3 more. Lift. Inhale down. Exhale up. Last one. Lift. Now lift the hips. We're going to walk the hands back. Take it in for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, nose to knees. Getting length in the back of the legs. Exhale then to uncurl. Work from the abdominals. And just bring yourself all the way up. Inhale, arms come out. And then flex forward again. Let's walk back out again. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Send the shoulders down and lift that breastbone up. Neck is nice and long. So from here, we're going to bring one foot in towards you and then the other one. Now start that first foot again, bring it back, and then the second foot. Now bring in the second foot first, and off we go. So bring it in. Inhale, exhale away. Inhale, inhale, exhale. And keep going. So keep an awareness of what your shoulders are doing, making sure they're staying nice and steady. Keep those hips nice and low. Make sure they aren't lifting and lowering as you're working. Last set. Bring it in, bring it out, lift the hips, walk the hands back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hopefully we're getting a little warmer. Inhale, and then draw yourself all the way back up. And breathe in as we lift the arms. Let's flex forward again. We're going to bring ourselves forward. We're going to stay there for a while. So walk it out for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Alright, we're going to drop the heels over to the right. We're going to push into this right hand, lifting the underneath side of the body. And then lift those left fingertips up towards the sky. So be careful that you're not letting this shoulder lift up towards your ears. So you're going to keep the chest nice and wide and think about the shape of your spine. Keep it nice and long. So you're going to lower the hips down and then lift them back up. Inhale down, exhale up. Keep lifting that underneath side of your body. away from the mat. Keep thinking about almost pulling the armpit away from the mat. 3 more. Lower and lift. 2 more. Last one. Now bring that left hand down. Lift the hips up. Bend the knees. Send your butt up towards the sky and take a nice wide breath here. And then bring yourself back to your plank. Send the shoulders down. We're going to lift that right foot up. Send that left heel behind you. Point the toes on the right foot. And trying to lengthen that leg out. Now rock forwards again. Pop that right foot down. Lift the left foot. Point the toes. Push out through that right heel. And then swap your feet. Lift the right foot. Exhale behind. Inhale down. Exhale behind and swap. And keep going. So just moving through the shoulders. Make sure that you haven't dipped in between the shoulder blades. So imagine my hand is in between your shoulder blades and push into that hand. We'll do 2 more. Last one. Now, drop the heels down to the left. Lift up onto that left hand. Reach the right hand up towards the sky. Lower and lift. For 2, 3. Inhale down. Exhale up. 5, 6, 7. Last one. Bring your hands back. Now we're going to lower down towards the mat. So bend those elbows in towards you. Lower yourself all the way down, nice and steady. Separate the legs out. Drop the heels in and the toes out. Bring your hands either side of the mat. Send the shoulders down your back. So glutes are engaged. Pull the belly button in. Keep those abdominals working. Make sure your elbows aren't winging out to the side. So keep them down by the mat. Take a nice wide breath. Look down at the mat. On your exhale, you're pushing into the hands. Keep those shoulders reaching down. Think about opening out the chest and lengthening out through the spine as you reach the top of the head away from the toes. Inhale here and exhale to bring yourself back down. But think about length the whole way down. So don't just drop your head down. Think about extending it through that spine the whole way. 2 more, 3 more. Inhale, exhale up. So really just bringing yourself up nice and smooth and nice and steady, and thinking about keeping that control all the time, and then releasing back down and keeping nice and smooth and nice and steady and keeping control. So it's the same on the way up as it is on the way down. Inhale here, keep pulling the belly button in. So you really want to keep those abdominals working, keep those transverses switched on to protect that low back. Open out through the chest, actively draw those shoulders down away from your ears. Release back down. One more. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Take a nice wide breath at the top. And then this time as we lower down, we're going to bring the legs with us. So keep that same shape in your spine. Lift the legs to lower down and then push into your hands to lift back up. Lower down. Lift back up. Do 2 more. So we're really working through the glutes here. Keep that same shape in your spine. The back extensors are working. Last one. This time we're going to lower, bend the elbows, keep everything else on the mat, and release yourself all the way back down. Bring your hands in by your chest, bring your legs together, tuck your toes, send those shoulders down. Keep the elbows in towards your body, so keep newspapers under your armpits. Take a big breath here, pull the belly button in, and on your exhale, you're pushing that mat away from you. So you're back in your kind of plank position, except your knees are down. Bring the legs together, so knees are together, feet are together, toes are tucked. Take a breath. On your exhale, we're going to lift those knees, just hover them off the mat, so just an inch or so off the mat. Inhale, bring them back down. Exhale, hover them just an inch or so off the mat. What are your shoulders doing? Exhale as you lift, keep the shoulders drawn down your back and keep that space between the shoulder blades. You don't want them dipping, you don't want your head dropping either. So what's your neck doing? Keep your neck nice and long. Last 2, hover off the mat. Inhale back down. And last 1, hover them off the mat. This time we're going to shift the weight onto that right foot. And on our next exhale, we're going to just hover the left foot off the mat. And again, it's only an inch or so. Inhale, pop it back down. Exhale, lift the right foot. Inhale, pop it back down. Pop the knees down, sit back on your heels, reach the arms forward and take a mini break here. Tuck the tail underneath to get into that low back. Stretch it out. And then rock forwards again. Remember your knees are behind your hips here. Shoulders are over your wrists. Take a breath, set yourself up, and on your exhale, lifting the knees again. Inhale, pop them back down. 3 more, exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. So your hips are staying nice and steady. Okay, they're not lifting too high. Last 2. Last 1. This time we're going to shift the weight onto that left foot, lift the right foot. Inhale, pop that foot down. Exhale, left foot comes up. Inhale, pop that foot down. Now lift your hips, drop your breastbone down, bend the knees, send the tailbone up towards the sky. Breathe in here. And we're going to exhale, lift the hips all the way up. Now lower the heels down towards the mat and lift them up. Exhale, lower. Lift them up. 2 more, stretch the back of the legs, then lift. Last 1. Now lift that right foot up towards the sky and then draw it through and pop it in between your hands. Drop the left knee onto the mat, untuck the toes. And we're going to roll back, or send the hips backwards and roll that right foot towards you. And then release it back onto the mat. And then bring it towards you again. And release. 3 more. Exhale. Inhale. 2 more. Lift the toes towards you. Get the stretch in the back of the leg and then release. Last 1. And release. This time we're going to drive that knee forward and just stretch that left hip in the front. Hold it here for 3, 2. Last 1. Tuck the toes behind you. Lift the hips or lift that knee off the mat. Pop your hands back down. We're going to get that right foot, pop it onto the mat behind you. Lift the left foot up all the way up towards the sky and then drive it forward in between your hands. Left knee or right knee comes down. Okay, so this time we're going to sit the hips back towards the right heel. Now careful you're not jutting out to the side, so try and stay nice and centered as you bring that foot towards you and then rock it forwards again. Exhale behind, inhale forwards. Bring it towards you and release. 2 more, exhale. And release. So find that nice stretch and then release. And then come all the way forward, stretch out the hip on the right side. Stay here for 3, 2, and 1. Tuck the toes in the right foot, pop your hands back down. We're nearly there. Lift that back knee. Bring that left foot behind you. Lift the hips up. Drop the knees down. Drop the breastbone down. Take a big stretch into the spine. Now let's walk our hands back one last time for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Then lift the hips up. Drop your nose towards your knees. Inhale here. And then we're going to exhale last time to uncurl. Bring yourself all the way up nice and slow, nice and steady. Really paying attention to your spine. Stacking the bones one on top of the next. Bring your arms all the way around. Bring your hands by your heart space. Send those shoulders down your back. Give yourself a bit of a buzz. Well done, and we'll see you next time.